I got the sprocket mounted up. Yo, what is up YouTube? It is Willie Weasel here, and today, as you can see, we're going to be looking at both of these bikes that I traded to. We got the 2012 150F. The chain is a little loose. We're going to adjust that, put a bigger sprocket on there to get some more torque out of it. This thing rides great, needs nothing other than that, maybe a set of tires. It's just a little dirty, but you know, it's a killer looking little bike to be a little 150F, and it runs good, so I don't believe I got a bad trade with this. And also, here is this 2006 KLX 125. It is ugly. Paint's chipping off plastics, you know. It's got what looks like some kind of residue on here. We could take some Goo Gone and get that off, and it's missing the side plastics. Got a little tiny exhaust leak, but this little thing runs good. I know I could get probably $500, $600, $700 out of it the way it sits. I could probably clean it up a little bit and pull around $8 out of it, which would basically be like trading to this plus $800 boot. So, you know, it was a pretty good trade on my part, I think anyway, because this bike will last longer than the 150R. And then this will bring me some cash, so, you know, can't go wrong. This is the rear sprocket I plan on putting on there. It is a 49 tooth Sunstar, so it should be better than this 48 tooth, I guess, no, 47 tooth JT Sprocket Sunstar. I don't even know what brand that is. This is Sunstar. I know it's aluminum. Won't last that long, but it's lighter. Got a couple bigger teeth, so it should add some more torque, so we should be able to get some wheelies in. All right, first things first, all we gotta do is loosen this axle nut here. Don't need any special socket or anything. Slap you some vice grips on there. And whoever had that on there had it pretty tight. While we're doing this, show you a trick on how to get your drum brakes to work better if you have drum brakes. When the drum in here gets all dirty, nasty, you can take a piece of sandpaper, go around the inside of the drum with sandpaper, roughen it up a little bit, brakes will be better. Before we even take this off here, first of all, we gotta make sure this fits, because this is not for a 150F. I got this on trade with that CRF 450R that I got a little bit ago. This is what was on that 450R, so let's see if she lines up. As I thought, she lines up, and it's going to be a little bigger, so we'll get a little extra chain adjustment out of it and some more torque, so it should be good for wheelies. We won't have enough top speed though, so probably later on in the future I might go back down to a 47. Okay, for this all you need is a Allen bolt, or Allen, what do we call it, bit, and a 14mm. Alright, so I finally got one of these broke loose. These things are a pain here, so I can do it without the This has to be the sprocket from the factory on this thing, because oh my gosh, is it freaking tight. Now that we got these loose, pull it out. If you're enjoying the video so far, please be sure to drop a like. Now that we have this horrendous sprocket done, we can toss this back and keep this for another bike. And then throw on the old Sunstar aluminum, make sure she fits good, and then we'll bolt her right back up, son. So you don't want to tighten them all too tight. Hold down here, give it a little snug, and do the one opposite side from it. Don't lose your bit, but do the one opposite side from it. So I'll do this one, and then this one, this one, this one, and this one. So just crisscross. When you get your sprocket bolts tight, after you get them good and snug, like with the impact holding on here, or the bit or whatever, you just want to go back and take your wrench and don't tighten them up too tight, but give them one little last snug on the back of the nut. That way you're riding, they won't rattle loose on you. I'm sure these are supposed to go to a certain foot-pound of torque, but honest to God, I've never ever torqued anything to spec in my entire life. I've only had stuff fly apart on me once or twice, but it was completely my fault, because I didn't tighten them up enough. And look at that pretty brand used sprocket, brand used. All right. Here, look, we got a little piece of dollar store sandpaper. Doesn't matter how big, doesn't matter what kind of grit. Just want to take it like this, fold it in half or whatever, and then just go along the inside of the hood. Should be good. All right, now we can slap the rear tire back on. All right, so let's pop this chain guide off real quick. Flop this kickstand out. I didn't realize the chain guide was in the way. That's from me not looking. If memory serves me correctly, I took the chain guide off the last bike I had too. Ah, there we go. All right, now we're back on track. The reason I couldn't get the freaking tire on is because the sprocket is too big and it was hitting the chain guide right here, and I couldn't get it to go any further. So I had to take the chain guide off so I could get my tire on with my bigger sprocket. Look there, lined it up perfect too. Look at there, got the sprocket mounted up. The only issue I can tell now is the chain is stretched. So look at that. But before we do anything else, let's fire up the old 150. Listen how smooth that engine is. Alright YouTube, we have got the sprocket on there. So this is technically the first ride. I just rode it around yesterday, just kind of like test ride it and rode it up to my buddies, you know, to check it out real quick. And then, you know, I come down here, put the sprocket on there today, because yesterday it was too late last night. Ended up putting the sprocket on there, so, you know, we're going to have just a tad bit more torque, do a little test ride out of it. Already right off the rip, I can tell it grips. Need to take these little old handguard things off. The bars need bent back. They're too far forward. Way pumpier than that 150R ever thought about being. I don't know what gears I should start off in. Let's see, let's try second. I gotta get further back to ride wheelies on this because it ain't got enough torque to keep it up. But I mean, honestly, for the first ride, like that technically was the first wheelie, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's try to clutch her up in third real quick. So if I can get it up in third and keep it up in third, that'll be a good wheelie. It's gonna be hard though, I can feel it. Fs are actually pretty fun. I don't know why, I just never keep trail bikes. You can ride the piss out of trail bikes and not have to worry about them blowing up. Race bikes on the other hand, so sketchy, man. So sketchy riding them all the time. If you don't constantly do maintenance to a race bike, it might just blow up, drop a valve or something along those lines. They're just not healthy. Not to ride for hundreds and hundreds of hours without doing rebuilds. We're getting vertical on the 150. Oh, that was weak. Try it again. I need to adjust my drum brake before I wreck, because these things are no good for wheelies with drum brakes. Drum bikes are just too fun. So let's stop and take a look at her. I mean, I got oil dripping everywhere, obviously, because I just oiled my chain. I don't know if I mentioned that a second ago, but I oiled my chain with engine oil because I have no grease and that chain was nasty looking. So I mean, have to do something with it, you know, have to. first actual ride, take it off-road maybe. Not bad. Not bad. Well, guys and gals, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to drop a like on the video, because there will be more content like this coming soon. We might do a little bit on the Cadillac if you would like to see that. Also, we're going to be doing more trail ride videos on the old 150F, and might actually do some wheelie videos and stuff, just trail riding with my friends, because, you know, this right here, I would not mind to take it, you know, certain places. I don't mind to ride it long distances like I would that 150R. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and this has been the Wheelie Weasel. Peace out.